What's up, everyone? How you guys doing? It's your boy Death X, and Eric is here. We made some changes. This is the Calyx podcast. Reason why I want to change the name is because we have new co-hosts. A third one. Now, the third co-host will only be here basically on weekends and stuff, but during weekdays, you'll be seeing me and Eric most likely. And the new co-host is
No, bro.
sorry. I don't have a sound effect. I still
This
need
guy.
to get this sound effect.
This guy.
Anyways, it'll be Jacqueline. Jacqueline will be our third co-host. Let me explain.
Jacqueline.
You know who Jacqueline is?
Oh, bro.
She was
What I tell you?
she was the first guest ever on. So
I told you. I knew I was right.
Let
Bro.
me explain.
Oh.
Let me explain the reason why I chose her. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so I keep on looking at my analytic, and basically 60% of my, I guess you could say, viewers and fans, whoever, are women, are girls and stuff. They're females. 40% are males. So I'm gonna have to like juggle it basically. So I want to have a girl as a third co, so that the other women that react to my reaction channel of like Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Avril Lavigne, Billie Eilish, I want them to come over here so that they'll be like, oh, podcast, there's another girl. Cool. I'll join it. That is one of the reasons why I chose Jacqueline. The other girls, Maggie, Becca, Kaylin. Kaylin doesn't really talk to me that much, but I'm pretty sure they don't have time to join it and stuff.
Caitlin is the one that messages me all the time, isn't she?
Yes, she's the one who messages you all the time and stalks you, I think.
24/7.
Yeah. I look at her every now and then, and she be peeping you out. Now that we got that out of the way, pop question for you guys. Put in the chat below what you guys think. In a street fight, what kind of fighting style do you guys think would win in a street fight? Martial arts wise, such as like Taekwondo, karate, I guess you could say Wing Chun, stuff like that. What do you guys think about that? Or do you even think that boxing would come in this scenario? I'm talking about fighting styles. I'm not just talking about martial arts. There's also wrestling in there involved. So there's a famous martial artist, action actor. His name is Michael J. White. He is a beast. He is awesome at what he does. He has taken, I believe, like 12 different martial arts in the past. His main martial art is Kyokushin. And yeah, he's one of my legendary martial artists that are hanging on my wall and stuff. I have highly respect for him. And so hopefully this video will clarify for you, Eric, and everyone else, what style will win in a street fight. Now, you guys, put in the comments down below your opinions. What do you actually think will win in a street fight? I just want to share this with you guys, especially to Eric, so that he can realize, oh, I did not know that.
Fighting, one of my members, Cashflow Ace One, actually had an interesting question for you. Now, how many fighting styles have you studied yourself?
Well, there's martial arts styles. Everything's not fighting.
Okay.
Even though, like, say,
I'm a martial artist, huge nerd, and I'm pretty sure that he is. I believe he has taken 12. I might be wrong, but he has taken a lot.
Wushu and Tai Chi, things like that, have fighting kind of at their base. They're not a combative style.
Okay, so how many combative fighting styles have you actually studied yourself?
About 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the
He's saying 6 of them, but the other 6 are from tournaments. That's what I'm trying to say.
best martial arts fighting style for a street fight?
MMA is now considered a style. I would imagine. So it would be MMA because it's mixed martial arts. So that, but if it's one pure style,
I see what you're saying. So MMA can't count because it's incorporating a bunch of different styles into one.
yes. I would say if somebody had a street fight,
Street fight.
I would still give the edge to the boxer.
Okay.
Above everything else, I'd give the edge to the boxer first. Then it would be the wrestler.
Right.
It would not be the martial artist on a street
Right.
fight.
Yeah.
It would not be the karate guy in a street fight. I would say that would come. I would go to Thai boxing right after that.
Because you're kicking and punching.
Well, you're hitting hard. Because these things, like when you're boxing, you are fighting. You know, you are striking the face. You're getting struck in the face fully. In karate, you are not getting hit fully. It's kind of a business. But boxing, no, you learn how to fight. Wrestling, you learn how to fight.
Yeah, most street fights end up on the ground too. So
Not
most,
I
but
disagree
some,
with that.
Some end up on the
I
ground.
absolutely disagree with that.
Really?
Okay, so if you're in a street fight, what would you take it? Would you take it like standing up, or would you take it to the ground? I'm asking you, Eric.
Like if I was taking it like to the Street Fighter level type.
Yes, if it was a street fight and you knew a little bit of martial arts and you knew boxing and wrestling, what would you actually do? Would you stay on your feet or would you take it to the floor?
I feel like I would take it more to. I think I would take it to the floor. Well, no, actually, I would take it to the feet. Fuck it. I'll take it to the feet.
Yep, same.
Yeah, because it starts on the feet.
It starts on your feet.
Somebody ends up on the ground probably, but somebody who knows how to box gets in an altercation, they're probably not going to the ground.
True.
Yeah, because unless you are another professional boxer, you don't know how to block that shit. You just don't. And you're dealing with fractions of seconds. So, so boxer,
Number one.
wrestler,
Number two.
Thai boxing.
Number three.
Yeah, because a leg kick or whatever, somebody knows how to throw a leg kick, you don't know how to block that shit neither.
Yeah, I'll tell you my worst
Basically.
On the
But yeah,
floor?
those are the two ones that I've studied. Was the Thai boxing and then the boxing.
Oh, yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
And the way you move around and swing your legs around. It's funny because I only wrestled for 1 year, my freshman year in high school. Then
So, yeah, I just want to share that with you. From a real martial artist, that's what he just said. I'm a real martial artist, like I said myself, but I agree with them. Those are the main three martial arts fighting styles for street fights. If anything were to happen for you, I say boxing is in your arsenal. You're probably a really good boxer yourself, so I think that you'll be able to handle yourself well. For me, I learned multiple different martial arts, so I have taken boxing class, but I can't take boxing class because that really did fuck me over big time, because it feels like I have handcuffs on my legs because I need to kick and stuff. So I dropped out of that boxing class and then I just went back to taking martial arts instead. I don't know. That's just me. That's just my style. So my style is Taekwondo mixed with Wing Chun. It's kind of like what Bruce Lee actually did, because ever since when Bruce Lee actually, let me stop sharing. So when Bruce Lee actually went to America, he started taking different martial arts. He taught other people Wing Chun, and in reverse, they taught him different martial arts style. So he created Jeet Kune Do. After he created his own martial arts, it was a philosophy, a different style of Wing Chun. And so Bruce Lee went on a journey and learned different martial arts and incorporate in his arsenal. That's kind of what I did. So Taekwondo and Wing Chun are my styles, I'd say. If I combine them, I'm basically orthodontics. You know what orthodontics is, right?
Yeah, I've heard of those before.
I'm unpredictable. So it's like during the fights, like if I'm sparring someone, I can easily switch the like in my Taekwondo stance. Taekwondo's it's like circular punches and kicks towards the body and stuff, and you could even do 360 kicks, 540 kicks if you're sparring or if you're fighting and stuff. But in Taekwondo, I could switch it up real fast. I could do Wing Chun. Now in Wing Chun, you're only doing forward strikes. Always, it's gonna be forward strikes no matter what. There's no high kicks in Wing Chun. The ones that I study, I believe it was Northern. I studied White Dragons. I have learned one high kick, so it had to be one of Bruce Lee's kicks. I say it was probably the dragon kick I learned, and there was the dragon fist I also learned, and the 1-inch punch. They didn't teach me that right there, but still, yeah. So I thoroughly did enjoy my journey in taking martial arts. So I stepped aside. I took a small break because I needed to get my cardio back to where it was, and we just lost Eric, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry about that. There was an error from my phone. It discharged immediately. So, yeah.
It's all good. I feel good now that everything's set. So she'll only be here like on Saturday and Sundays. Okay, just to let you know. And
All right.
I'll be having topics for us to talk about and stuff. So
All right.
everything should be good and stuff. Who knows? We'll probably do a scary reaction video together.
Oh
Three
my
of us.
God. Like the day that you legit. Okay.
She needs it. I think I want her to see me like actually get scared and stuff. She'll be able to see me do that. That'll be
What you
pretty
mean?
epic.
We already saw you really getting scared.
Like watching a scary reaction video, watching one of Bizarre Bubs video and stuff. I think that she'll probably enjoy that. I want to see if she'll actually get scared too, though. I'm really curious.
I
Like,
don't know.
I want to see. I know you don't really get scared at all, but I want to see if she may get afraid.
Mhm.
But yeah, I have a lot of thumbnails in mind with her and stuff, and I'm going to be talking to her behind the scenes a little bit more so that she'll be comfortable, and hopefully we won't have to do like just like a 20-minute podcast. Hopefully we'll be able to do at least a 30-minute podcast if she's up for it right there. I don't want to rush her or like get her like nervous or anything like
No,
that. I'm just
yeah,
going
I
to
get
give
you.
it to her straight. I'm going to do baby steps with her, basically. She did good on her first podcast when we interviewed her. Most people know about her now, know that she loves music, she loves art and stuff. They know about her, which is good. So me and you, we kind of need to spend a little bit more time with her, I'd say, at the media lab and hang out with her a lot more.
All right.
All right, let's talk about more martial arts. You know what? I never really discussed any martial arts on this channel. I don't know why your screen is pretty big, but it's all right.
Oh, my screen is pretty big?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, here's this. This is fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Ask me about my martial arts or what I've taken. I don't think that I've actually talked about it to like anyone here or even including you.
This
I don't
you
think
have.
I
You said
did.
you took in Taekwondo, you took in Tai Chi classes. You
No, not
always
Tai
tell
Chi.
me- Oh,
Okay, let me break it down to you. So I have a breakdown dojo channel that sometimes I'll end up posting videos. I'll break down the fight scenes and tell you what's real and what's not realistic and stuff. And so the Bruce Lee changed my life. Let's just say that. When I was 13 years old, I saw Enter the Dragon. It changed my life. I fell in love with that fighting style with Bruce Lee, and I was like, this man is so awesome and unbelievable. He became my how do you say it? Inspiration. I want to do everything just like him. And I study every single thing that I could learn about him. And I am a huge nerd when it comes to that. And I was like, okay, that's his style. And he created another style. But are there any other martial artists out there? Hold on. Oh. And so, like, I studied
This guy.
that
Anyway,
there's
sorry.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Scott Atkins, there's Jet Li, and there's Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen's killing it in Hong Kong martial art films right now. There's Tony Ya. Tony Ya is the one who kicks hard. He's the one who kicks hard in his films. That man is on a whole other level. He does not need any strings at all. I could, you know what? Okay, let's go back to what I was saying. So I did Bruce Lee changed my life. So I did research. That was Tony Jaa, and also there is the greats such as Chuck Norris. Now a lot of people get confused with Chuck Norris. They keep on thinking that he's a black belt in karate. No. He's not a black belt in karate. He's a black belt in taekwondo. And so my other martial arts. So I was like, okay, people are actually doing this, like martial arts, into movies, and I'm wondering, can I do that? So I've been taking drama classes and stuff ever since I was like in college and stuff, because I want to be a martial artist action actor. That's my goal. That's my dream. I want to be one. So I know that I'm going to have to start off like probably as a stuntman, maybe, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to work my way up. They'll probably put me in a drama TV series, movie, who knows so what I'll be in, but eventually I'll work my way up to the top and become one. I love martial arts. That's my true passion, always will be. And I've taken Krav Maga. Now, when I mean Krav Maga, that means when I was in Taekwondo, I was testing for a green belt senior at that time. I was probably like 15 years old. And so they made me take Krav Maga. Krav Maga is fighting multiple people and stuff. So at testing, they made me face 2 black belts at the same time. So yeah, that's Krav Maga. I had to spar 2 black belts at the same time, which was very difficult. But I was able to pass, and I was able to get green belt senior. Anyways, other than that, so I was Krav Maga, and then I learned judo and jiu-jitsu. It was combined together because I had a personal MMA teacher. I will not say his name. He was a professional UFC fighter, but he kind of retired a little bit. I was at his gym. He had a gym that was like basically in his backyard, and it was cool, but I kind of didn't really like MMA like this. No, I liked MMA, but I just didn't like the stance. It was like you're dragging your left leg. I'm like, why am I dragging my left leg? I'm like so used to like just in regular stance. There's middle stance. There's horse stands. You could using those, wielding those are pretty difficult. I held one in my hand. I could like spin it, but it is very dangerous if you want to do anything like that. That will be in Wing Chun mixed with Wushu. If you were able to use like weapons such as that. Or there's Sai Chis, there's twin butterfly blades as well. I would never use those. Do I know how to use those? Partially. But nunchucks, yes, I do know how to use nunchucks. I have 2 nunchucks. You want to see them?
Sure. I feel like
I put them around my neck like Bruce Lee.
this guy.
I love Bruce Lee. He's right here.
Well, yeah, I know you
Have
be
the
saying that
shirts.
24/7.
Huh?
You be saying you love Bruce Lee 24/7. You even got posters about him.
I got posters. I got Jet Li right there. I have Michael Jai White, the guy you saw in the video. I have Jean-Claude Van Damme over there. You can't see it in the hallway behind there. I also have Donnie Yen. I need to get Scott Atkins, and I need to get a lot more.
Okay.
I love martial arts so much. So In Hong Kong martial arts films, there are actually two different directors. So I say boxing is your forte right now. You're a good boxer. So whenever you box and stuff, did you
Mhm.
box with other people or were you just like training down bags?
There was two things actually. So basically, my trainer, his name was I guess his name was Alberto, and he was actually a boxer. He used to box for I think 35 years. He used to box for 35 years, but now he retired. Um, and I guess what happened was that I guess he was just training me. He was training me the 1, 2, 3 punches. You know, he was training me how to block punches as well to keep my guard up as well. Steady movement as well. That I have to keep my stamina, you know, stable as well because there's some people that like to, you know, punch a lot, and the more that you punch and the more heavier you try to do it, and you know you want to just knock that guy out, the more less stamina you're gonna have in that ring. So basically just go 1, 2, 3 and just wait for the time to be, or just wait for the guy to get exhausted and then you go for your punches. But those are like the things that he's been telling me. He's been training me for the bags, and then there's the what's it called, the it's not the punching bag, what is it called, speed bags, there we go, speed
Yeah,
bags.
where you do this.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then jump ropes as well, because we have to have agility as well for that.
Mhm.
What else? And then right after we learned those type of things, then he would set us off into like spar. That's what it's called, the sparring ring. So basically, sparring is basically like you're supposed to go on a 1v1 with newbies. So if you're a new guy, then you would go up against to like a new guy as well. So you both would train no matter what. And so once that training ends, right, you would wear like safety gear as well. Like it's not a problem as well. Um but right after the ring ends, then your coach is going to tell you some details like, oh, I like how you performed on this, but I feel like you need more dodging skills, or you might need more agility skills because you're like, running out of stamina. But yeah, that's basically what boxing is. Is so well, like one, you're supposed to protect yourself, well, like bullying or anything like that, or two, you can do it as in like releasing stress, anxiety, or depression, or anything that makes you angry in life. But yeah, that's what boxing for me. That's what boxing is. I feel like it's a way for me to get rid of like anger issues or anything that I have that I'm struggling with, or I use it for fun entertainment, or I use it to work out as well. Those are like the three things I use it for.
Mm.
So yeah, there's a lot of boxing in there, and then Thai boxing is really Thai boxing is more, how would I say, it's more difficult because you have to like legit block every part of, no, I wouldn't, well, yeah, basically every part of your body, your legs, because they're gonna kick you in the legs as well. So you would have the less durability on your legs, because you know how some UFC fighters, they kick other UFC fighters in the legs, so
Yeah,
they would like legit have that weak spot in their legs, so they won't move that much.
it'll be like a
That
Charlie horse.
basically, it's for them to like maybe get closer, or maybe to let them get weaker from the legs. So the weaker they are from the legs, the more down they're gonna get, and the more like they can't move that much, or they can't stand up that much. And so when UFC fighters see that, right, they go for like maybe like the knockout, or they use their knee to legit hit them right in the face. Like they grab them from the face. So basically, what they do, hold on, let me turn on my light so you guys can see me. So what they do basically is, let me show you. So basically, what they do is they grab the person from the head from here, like from here to here, and right after that, they just use their knee from here to here. So they knock them like this. Once they get down, then right after they get down, they have to use their elbow to hit them like this. And when they're in the ground, basically, it's bloody. It's really bloody. But basically, once they're down, they really want to knock them down, so they had to use this to knock them down forcibly. And then right after that, you're not. There's some people that punch and all that, but there's some people that like fist downwards, like that. And yeah, that's basically it. There's some boxing ones that I want to train as well for Thai boxing as well. Is where I was trying to learn this one as well. Is where I think you've seen this as well. I don't know if you've seen like UFC or fights or anything like that, but if you have, then that's great. Um, but basically, there's like UFC fighters that may like do like some strategic moves that the others don't know. And so my favorite move that I always want to do is they run up, they run. Well, if the opponent is near the wall of the chains, the other opponent runs up to the wall. They push themselves against the wall, like basically with their feet. So they would do this. So if you see me, they would go like this, push themselves upwards, and they would legit knock them down like this. So
Damn.
basically, it's more like them running. Have you ever seen Call of Duty? You've seen Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
You know how they're running up the walls?
Yeah.
But this time it's like more like, okay, they touch their feet, they push their feet forward to the opponent, and they just sock them like this. Or
I
there's
know
some of the
what you're
times that they
talking
sock,
about.
like they,
I know
there's
what
some
you're
of the times
talking
that they
about,
sock
but
them, or there's some of the times that they just use their knee.
what I do
So
is I use my foot. I jump off the wall and then kick with my foot. I like doing that. I
yeah,
never
that's what.
punch though.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Wow.
That's what they do. And so right now I'm legit trying to see if I can learn that move because it's really hard because you really have to be fast to do
I
that.
know how to do the move, only the kick, but I never done the punch.
Yeah, there's a punch, there's a knee, and then there's a whatchamacallit? There's a kick as well. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
There's some as well that do this one as well. I've seen so many fights, UFC fights that do this. And this is critical. This could damage your brain, I'm not gonna lie. Where they're seeing the opponent,
Yeah.
right? And if they don't get an attack, they go like this. So basically you see them,
Yeah.
and once they see them like tired, they swing their whole body to knock them down like that.
Damn.
Like really fast. They go like boom. Or like I don't know how to say it, but like they really do it super fast. Like they turn their whole body around. I don't know what that is called. But yeah, that's what I've learned from that. But there's more skills to it and all that. So are there some of the times where it's like wrestling as well? There's some of the times that they might do wrestling as well where they grab them from the body and then they slam them from the ground. They do that as well. And they do submissions, and then yeah, that's basically it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stop it right there. That was
talk
pretty good. It's almost an hour. I do not want to edit an hour video or ever.
No, it's fine. You're good.
But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys need to subscribe channel as always, and yes, look out for the more podcasts coming up and reaction videos, live streams, and yeah, take care everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.
Peace.